Following all the recent pressure on the police, we are now finally seeing officers arresting the eco-militant activists causing trouble in Britain. But Extinction Rebellion and Just Stop Oil are having a meltdown about it. What a beautiful spring day, ladies and gentlemen. Just Stop Oil activists are getting arrested left, right and centre. Finally, for the first time, properly. And also, we already told you guys a few days ago how this actually proved that Lee Anderson, MP, was right during that select committee a week ago when he was challenging the head of the police. And the head of Met was saying, you don't know the law, Lee Anderson. My job is to enforce the law. And we can't arrest them. But you can. And they did, because they've been under pressure. So, Just Stop Oil activists posted on social media this video I'm going to show you, saying, Just Stop Oil supporters dragged off the road. Ooh, so scary. 2 separate marchers have been forcibly removed from the road at Parliament Square by the police, citing the Section 12 notice. Blah, blah, blah. We do not know how far the state will go to protect the oil and gas industries. So, by removing you from the road and taken to the pavement, this is now basically communist Cuba. Let's go to the first video.
We are practicing our protected right to protest.
You need to come off of the road, please. It is now an order under Section 12. You need to come off and please continue on the path. Public Order Act. Please, onto the path, onto the pavement, please. We are asking you under Section 12 of the Public Order Act. Please.
Oh my God, stop saying please. This is so embarrassing having... For those of you watching from outside the UK and you're dealing with your own police officers, whether it's in the United States or in France or in Germany or anywhere for that matter, in Italy, you might be a bit surprised and ask, what's going on? Why is the police begging protesters? Please, can you please stop causing trouble? Please, for the love of God, please. But at least they moved them there. And then they did another post saying, breaking news, the British government crackdown on peaceful protests. Peaceful protests. 23 people arrested at Parliament Square. Today, the fundamental right to express dissent has been taken away from the British public. The Home Secretary has bypassed the democratic process to grant police the powers to not only ban every protest. They didn't ban you. They just said, can you just move away from the road, go on the pavement, or basically get a license to hire an area like Parliament Square, an actual square, to protest. You can still protest. It's a free country. Just don't block the roads. That's illegal. It's not rocket science. Apparently this is the end of the world as we know it. What? So this is where they're going to drag them and arrest them all. Oh my dear God. Okay, so the uprising of the upper middle classes continues across Britannia as normal working class people are suffering because of the policies that these people are promoting. They say that the government and the establishment are not on their side. The mainstream media keep promoting you. Government politicians and parliamentarians are promoting your policies. Corporations and CEOs are funding your movement. What are you talking about? So, Just Stop Oil also tweeted, democracy is broken. Ordinary people are still struggling to pay their energy bills. Yes, thanks to you. And they say, oil companies are still making billions in profits, and the criminals in government are continuing to enact policies. Whatever they're drinking, I really want it, because I want to be that delusional. It's sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Parliament there asking the government to stop issuing your...
You know what I love? So that clip was the police arresting the protesters, and they did arrest them. But this was the most polite version of the police I've seen arresting crazy people. Like, do you remember the lockdown protests? Or any other protests for that matter, pro-free speech protests? The police would kettle you, would push you around and essentially force you into a van. But with these guys, they say, because they know they are dealing with professional protesters, and the Just Stop All activists do briefing sessions before they go on the streets. They knew exactly how to deal with the police to get all the attention and turn themselves, each other, into victims. So the police know that they have to be even more cautious about dealing with these protesters, because if they make one tiny wrong move, they will be all over the media, and the police will be dealing with more investigations. It's sad. It's weak and feeble leadership from the police in this country. Be more robust. Essentially, like we were saying in the old days, man up and police the country. It's not rocket science. All right, so don't forget, later tonight, we're going to have a live coverage of the local elections. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.